Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how we make one of the most important ingredients in every Tunisian kitchen. Traditional ground red pepper, also known as فلفل مرحي or فلفل Oula. This is a staple in Tunisian cooking and it's part of what we call the Oula, or the preserved pantry we prepare for winter. First, you'll need fresh red peppers, and you can go for hot, sweet, or a mix of both, depending on how spicy you like it. We usually pick the long red peppers like the Bakluti variety. They're perfect for drying and grinding. In today's video, I'm sharing everything you need to know about drying red peppers the traditional Tunisian way, how we keep their color, how we dry them on clothes, and how we prepare and store them for the whole year. Whether you're making ground red pepper for couscous, stews, or harissa, this is the foundation of a good Tunisian kitchen. We usually dry red peppers during the summer, from July to early September, because the sun is strongest and the heat helps the pepper dry faster and more evenly. But you can also dry them in autumn, especially in southern Tunisia, where it stays warm and sunny through October. Just be careful. In autumn, there is more humidity and morning dew, which means you'll have to bring the peppers inside every evening to avoid moisture and mold. First of all, we need to wash the peppers really well. Then remove the stems. Before we dry the peppers, it's really important to clean them properly. To clean the peppers, don't soak them in water. That adds moisture and slows down the drying. Instead, use a damp cloth or wet tissue to wipe off any dust or dirt. Then, remove the stems and slit each pepper down the middle so it dries from the inside too. Now, here's a traditional tip. We lay the peppers on a big clean cloth like a futa or sheet, not directly on the ground. Why? Because the cloth lets air flow under the peppers, protects them from dust and insects, and prevents color loss from direct contact with the floor. Spread the peppers in a single layer, skin side up at first. Leave them in full sun for some days. But if it's autumn, the drying process can be longer. Avoid stacking peppers, they must have space to breathe. Flip them every few days so they can dry evenly. Bring them inside every evening to avoid dew or unexpected rain. You know the peppers are ready when they're completely dry, the skin is wrinkled, they feel crispy, and snap easily. They should still be bright red, not brown or dull. If they start to darken, that means they were either too wet or overexposed, so adjust drying time accordingly. Once your peppers are ready, collect them in clean baskets or large cloth bags and take them to the mill or spice grinder. In Tunisia, we often take them to local grinders where they can grind the peppers fine or coarse depending on your preference. If always dry the peppers on a big clean cloth like a futa or cotton sheets. Never use plastic sheets. Why? Because plastic doesn't let the peppers breathe. It traps moisture, causes sweating, and can make the peppers rot or lose their color. Plus, Under strong summer sun, plastic can release odors or chemicals that affect the flavor. So, stick to natural, breathable materials. Spread the pepper in a single layer with enough space between them and place the cloth in a sunny, clean area. Preferably raise it slightly off the ground if possible. Flip the peppers every 2 to 3 days so they dry evenly and don't darken. Bring them inside before sunset. Evening dew or humidity can cause mold. Avoid stacking them. If you need to try a large batch, use multiple cloths instead of piling them up. Once your peppers are fully dried and crisp, it's time to take them to the grinder. We usually collect the peppers in large jute sacks. These are perfect because they're strong, breathable, and help keep the peppers dry and safe during transport. Avoid using plastic bags here too. They trap moisture which could ruin all your hard work. In Tunisia, many families take their peppers to local mills where they grind them either fine or coarse, depending on how you plan to use the powder for couscous, sauces, or even harissa. And, of course, if you have a powerful spice grinder at home, you can do it in small batches. Just make sure the peppers are bone dry or they'll clog the machine. Before grinding, we add a bit of coarse salt to the dried peppers. This is an important traditional step. The salt doesn't just enhance flavor, it helps preserve the ground pepper for longer, preventing mold and absorbing any leftover humidity. After grinding, don't forget to sift the pepper powder using a fine sieve. This removes any tough skins, seeds or clumps and give you a smooth, even texture that's perfect for cooking. Now, for storage, use cloth bags or jute sacks to store the pepper. These let air circulate and keep the powder dry. Hang the bags in a cool, dry, dark place like a pantry or storeroom, away from humidity and light. You can also add a dried bay leaf or garlic clove in the bag to keep insects away naturally. Keep a small amount in an airtight glass jar in the kitchen for daily use, but always check that it's dry and clean inside. And that's the full process of making traditional Tunisian ground red pepper or Oula. From carefully drying under the sun to salting, grinding, sifting, and storing it the right place, this spice becomes a piece of our culture and the base of our best recipes. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more traditional Tunisian tips and recipes. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.